All right, you are welcome again. Let's see what we have for today. We are still on elementary algebra under trigonometric equations. We are solving trigonometric equations. Now let's take another example, which is example 2. We have solved the equation 2cos²x is equal to 2 minus sine x. They solve the equation. This is an equation. 2cos²x is equal to 2 minus sine x. Okay? Now let's go. You discover that we can do something about cos²x. And then in our tutorials, we have talked about trigonometric identities. We talked about Pythagorean identity. Okay, so in that formula, we say that sin²x plus cos²x is equal to 1. Okay, now in that place, you can make cos²x the subject of formula. Then you end up having 1 minus sin²x. Okay, now in the above expression that we have cos²x, we can replace cos²x with 1 minus sin²x. Okay, now let's do that and see how it will look like. So instead of writing 2cos²x, we now replace cos²x with 1 minus sin²x. Okay, now we have 2, you open bracket, 1 minus sin²x, close the bracket, is equal to 2 minus sine x. Okay, now let's go. We have 2 times 1, it give you 2. And then 2 times minus sin²x. I mean, we are opening the bracket, okay? 2 times minus sin²x, it will give you minus 2 sin²x. Okay, now on the right hand side, we have 2 minus sine x. Okay, now let's combine them together. Let's take the right hand side to the left hand side. Then we'll have 2 minus 2 sin²x minus, we are taking the 2 from the other side to this side. We have the positive will turn to negative. That is, the 2 will be minus 2 now. Okay, now minus sine x coming to this side, it will be plus sine x equal to 0. Okay, now let's rearrange. Now we have minus 2 sine x plus sine x minus 2 plus 2. You see it? We have minus 2 sin²x plus sine x minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. So minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Okay, so that one have just disappeared. So we are only left with minus 2 sin²x plus sine x equal to 0. Now from here, we cannot work with negative in our first time, so let's change it to positive. So in changing it to positive, we divide it by minus 1. Okay, now we have minus 2 sin²x divided by minus 1, so minus cancel minus. Okay, now we have 2 sin²x divided by 1. Any number, anything divided by 1 is the same. Okay, good. Then we have minus 2 sin²x plus sine x divided by 1. So the sine x divided by 1 will change to negative. So at the end, we have 2 sin²x minus sine x is equal to 0. Okay, that is what we have after performing this operation. Okay, so here let's make this expression to look more better. Okay, now let's change sine x to and call it another thing. So let's go. We say let sine x be called any letter. You can use any letter. Okay, let's, in our previous one we use P. Okay, now let's use T now. Okay, now we'll say let sine x equal to T. Let's call sine x is equal to T so that it will looks better, then our solving will be more easy. Okay, now let's go. That means anywhere we see sin x, we'll replace it with what? T. Now we have in the above expression 2 sin x square. So sin x square, that is square of sin x. Okay, now and you say that sin x is t. So we're going to replace it with what? T square. So we have 2t square minus sin x is now t is equal to 0. Okay. Look at this very well. What I'm going to do? This is a quadratic equation that c is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's go. We have 2t square minus t. Now in these two terms, let's factorize. What do they have in common? They have t in common. Let's bring out t. Okay, after bringing out t in 2t square, what will be remaining is 2t, okay? Then minus, you take away t from t, what will be remaining is what? 1, okay? That is, you factor out t in t, you'll be having 1. So that when you say t times 2t, it will give you 2t square. And then when you say t times minus 1, it will give you minus t. They will have equal to 0. Okay, now we have t is equal to 0 or 2t minus 1 is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 or 2t is equal to 1. Now we're looking for t, not 2t. So we divide both sides by what? By 2. So we have 2t divided by 2 is equal to 1 all over 2, or 1 divided by 2. Okay, 2 we cancel 2. We have t is equal to 1 all over 2. 1 all over 2. But you remember that sin x is equal to t. Okay? Yes. Okay, now let's go. That means that our value that we have gotten for this t is actually for sin x. Okay? Now let's take it back to the original. Now we have sin x is equal to what? 0. Or sin x is equal to 1 all over 2. Okay? Now let's go. In this place, we are looking for x, not sin x. So what we'll just do is we take the what? The sine inverse of it. Okay? The inverse of it. Then we'll say x is equal to sine inverse of 0. Or x is equal to sine inverse of 1 all over 2. So x is equal to sine inverse of 0 is equal to 0. Or x is equal to sine inverse of 1 all over 2 is equal to 30 degrees. Yes, we have finally solved the equation, and then our value x is equal to 0 degree or x is equal to 30 degree. Thank you very much. Please keep practicing, alright, until you master it very well. Thank you. See you next time.